Hi all, I have yet another absolutely amazing game to show you this morning. This is Leela ID 462 against Booot6. Let's have a look at this game. This is a favourite of Enrico Caruso. He mentioned this game in Games for Commenting. If you want to participate in the Leela Chess forums, you're welcome to suggest games. So D4 from Leela Chess. We have a Slav defense, transposition now. After knight f3 here, we have c6. Now we have e3, knight bd7, queen c2. So this is a move, a variation which has been popularized by Shirov and Shabalov because it has a really aggressive idea behind it, which is to play the shocking, I wonder if you can guess, g4. This disturbs things from being a normal Slav. Very aggressive, dynamic, so the sort of thing Shirov would play, for example, and Shabalov. So h6 was played, bishop d2. Black is not accepting the gambit and just wants a peaceful life here. But white pierces now that g-file, creates a semi-open g-file. What's the danger level on this? D takes c4, rook g1, not recapturing the pawn, just putting pressure immediately on the g-file, giving up that pawn. And now f4, making sure the e5 break is not available. We have queen b6. White castles queenside here. Bishop b7. Bishop h3. And actually there could be a significant threat with this move. Black addresses that with rook fe8. As an example, if a5, then knight takes e6. This position is extremely dangerous and lost for black. So that can't be permitted. So we have rook fe8, e4. So now we have c5. White plays now d5. Very tense situation here is emerging. e5. And now there is a stunning little combination. White first plays bishop takes d7. And after knight takes d7, you would think black's sources of counterplay, roots of counterplay should we call them, are going to be with b4 and that b file generally. Guess what Leela Chess plays in this position, which is really quite deep and unexpected. And I'm not entirely sure if all engines would see this next move. If I give you 5 seconds, what would you play in this position? Okay, knight takes b5. It's a very, very interesting move indeed. If we look at an alternative where b4 is permitted, roots of counterplay as we could call it, then black's going to get a good game hitting a2. There's going to be problems for white to solve. There's going to be issues. The g-file is not immediately decisive, and in fact the white king is going to feel pressure here, for example like this, and then something like rook b1 winning the queen. It's dangerous for white. So this move really shuts down the sources of counterplay, the roots of counterplay, by taking on b5. It's a very, very interesting move indeed. So positional kind of sacrifice, bishop c3, and the bishop's also of course usefully pointing at g7 potentially against e takes f. We have rook e7 here. If e takes f4, then yes, what can white play in this position? If I give you 5 seconds to pause the video. Okay, the bishop is very useful here because of knight takes f7, coordinating the bishop and rook. And this would be devastating. This kind of thing would be absolutely all over. Even if that diagonal is parried, there's just too much pressure here. Black's going to get mated. So we have rook e7, and now queen g2, creating more pressure on g7. Bishop c8 is played. If e takes f4, queen h3 is very dangerous. Looking at h7 to mate in 2 there. That gives the king an escape square on e7. Let's have a look at this. knight takes f7 here, and black is getting massacred really in this variation. It's getting absolutely, yeah, it's going to get mated. So we have bishop c8, f5, and there's really, if you look at black's counterplay is non-existent here. Look how solid white's king is. It's the g-file. It's like having the cake and eating it is encapsulated here. White's having the cake of the g-file and eating it without any distraction from the b-file, basically. Yummy, yummy. So queen a6, rook d f1, threatening f6. We have bishop b8 trying to parry that. If, for example, rook b8, then white can effectively play f6 here. And bang, because, of course, this g-file is crushing here. Checkmate. So we have bishop b8, rook f3. White's just building up force here. The pawn structure just favours the build-up. Bishop c7, and now knight h7. It's absolutely crushing here. So Boots plays check, and this sequence unfortunately loses the queen for Boot. The Boot has been well and truly kicked in here. Yeah, winning the queen there. It's basically all over. And the game continues a bit more. But white's just absolutely winning. G6, bishop f6. Here, it was adjudicated as a win for white. So the real stunner in this game, which it seems normal engines might have difficulty finding, is knight takes b5. Absolutely stunning move. Just shutting, in my view, down the roots of the counterplay. So there's no counterplay possibilities, but also reinforcing the attacking potential of the g-file, because the bishop is useful on c3 anyway, as well as protecting the king. It's like helping attack the opponent's king. The duality of bishop c3 is very powerful. So I thought that was a really impressive attacking game. And there's just so many beautiful games being generated at the moment. So hope you enjoyed it. Comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks so much.